Hi there, this is Ian. I was just watching Daniel on Soundtracks with Birdman, and he was doing the Varèse Sarabande challenge. There's apparently some other people have done it on YouTube with their LPs, but he was doing it with his CD collection, and he challenged the people watching to do it with theirs. I've had to dig mine out from all over the place. I think I've got everything here, so I'll go through it as quickly as possible just to make this less boring than it should be, because I am just pointing CDs at the camera. But let's get right in. I'll probably do Jerry Goldsmith first, because I think I've got most of my CDs, Varèse Sarabande CDs, Jerry Goldsmith. So let's just do them. No particular order, because they're all out of order now. First of all, Leviathan. As Daniel said in his video, that needs an expansion. LA Confidential, Jerry Goldsmith again. Hollow Man, would love to see an expansion of that. The Haunting, just the regular edition. I don't have the deluxe edition, unfortunately. Gremlins 2, original CD. That's one of my first CDs I ever bought in 1990 from 58 Dean Street Records in London. Gremlins 2, the deluxe edition, superb. Owlman Flint and In Like Flint, 2 soundtracks on one. First Blood, I now have the Entrada 2 disc one, which is great. Fierce Creatures, Executive Decision, don't have the deluxe edition of that. City Hall, Chain Reaction, would love the deluxe edition of that. The Burbs, love this score, that's the deluxe edition, that was quite expensive. Basic Instinct, I have numerous different versions of this, including the latest Quartet 2 disc one, which is superb. Angie, lovely little score. Along Came a Spider, Jerry Goldsmith again. One of my favourite scores of all time, possibly. I listen to it a lot. The expanded deluxe edition of Air Force One, brilliant. Includes all the Joel McNeely stuff on there as well. That's the original version I bought in '97. More Jerry Goldsmith, another one of my favourite scores. Masada, I just bought the Entrada 4 disc version, brilliant. Malice, Daniel very kindly sent me this. MacArthur, I've wanted that for decades. I have it on LP but never had it on CD, brilliant. Sounds fantastic on CD as well. Love Field, lovely score, need to get the expanded version of that. Looney Tunes, deluxe edition, as Daniel said in his video, brilliant score, great fun. The List of Adrian Messenger, great film, great score. Now we go into the Lionheart section here. Let's do this in order. Lionheart Volume 1 and 2, that was the original CD releases whenever they came out. I've got them on LP as well, which I bought in 1987, 88. Varèse then released that, which dropped a couple of tracks from the first 2 albums. Still a great CD. And then, was it last year? Lionheart, Varèse Sarabande, deluxe edition, which was all the music they could find, including 2 tracks which Entrada provided for them, which was very nice of them. There were some issues with that, not the issues with the actual CDs, but with the printing of the inlay cards. And they sent out a corrected one, which is nice. Star Trek Nemesis, the original version. Small Soldiers, deluxe edition, great. Small Soldiers, original version. The Sand Pebbles, I think that's the Royal Scottish National Version Orchestra re-record. Runaway. Rudy, would love to see an expanded version of that if there is more music to be released. Planet of the Apes. The Royal Scottish National Orchestra re-recording of Patton and Tora Tora Tora. Mum and Dad Save the World, awful film, brilliant music. Mr. Baseball, not a huge fan of that. Medicine Man, great stuff. Matinee, would love to see that expanded if, again, there's music to expand. Now, re-recording is done by Jerry Goldsmith, the Royal Scottish National Orchestra. Frontiers, loads of good stuff on there. Great sounding stuff as well. The Omen Trilogy, deluxe editions. US Marshals, the deluxe edition. I actually do like that. Some people find it a bit dull and repetitive, but I like it. That was the original version I bought in 1998, 99, whenever that was. Total Recall, one of my first ever CDs, bought in 1990 from 58 Dean Street Records. Total Recall, the deluxe edition. I've since got the Quartet 2-disc one, which is great as well. 13th Warrior, love to see that expanded. Deluxe edition of Star Trek Nemesis, brilliant stuff. Where are we? Should have planned this out better. Serenity, David Newman, great stuff. Ronin by Elia Kimrel. Sorry, I'm probably butchering that name. Great little score. Whiplash, great jazz stuff. Terminator 2, yeah, it's okay. There's bits and bobs that I listen to, but it's not great. Jerry Goldsmith re-recording of Alex North's score for 2001. Brilliant stuff. That was quite a revelation. Wish they'd used that in the actual film. Curse of the Were-Rabbit by Julian Knott and Hans Zimmer, I think. No, Julian Knott, Rupert Gregson Williams, Should Have Worn My Glasses, Lorne Balfe, Alistair King, James Michael Dooley. It was produced by Hans Zimmer. Shanghai Noon, Randy Edelman. Love this score. Enemy Mine, Deluxe Edition, Maurice Jarre. Where are we? Let's get this heap here. Screen themes from lots of good stuff on there. Daniel had that on his video. Hollywood 95. Now this had the first release of the trailer music to Jerry Goldsmith's Judge Dredd music. The 1 minute piece. Always a bit fast, I found. It was released again on Intrada Judge Dredd CD, which is the original version, which is brilliant. Hollywood 96, lots of great stuff on there. Both those last ones were the Royal Scottish National Orchestra. The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Whatever you think of the film, I actually quite like the film. Randy Edelman's score is superb. Recorded with the London Symphony Orchestra, I believe. Doesn't say it on the CD though. Weird. Naked Gun, 2.5. The Smell of Fear, and I think it's also got music from the original Naked Gun. I now have the 3-disc La La Land, which is great. Now You See Me Too, Brian Tyler. Robocop 2, it's alright. The Road Warrior, Brian May, not that Brian May. Lovely score. Miller's Crossing, Carter Burwell, very short score, but great. Memphis Belle, George Fenton, superb stuff. The original Matrix, Don Davis, the original version of it, not the expanded version. The Goonies 25th Anniversary Edition. Paid quite a bit of money for this one, but brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. Eagle Eye, Brian Tyler, it's alright. Dante's Peak, John Frizzell, good stuff. City Slickers, Mark Shaman, great little score. Almost an Angel, a twee but quite enjoyable Paul Hogan film from some time ago. Maurice Jarre, love to get the expanded edition of that. Aliens, Deluxe Edition, James Horner, goes without saying. The original Dracula by John Williams. Cowboys, the Deluxe Edition. The Royal Scottish National Orchestra re-recording of the first couple of episodes of Amazing Stories. Brilliant stuff. The Royal Scottish National Orchestra re-recording of the Superman score. That's really good. The same year that came out, I think it was Rhino Records produced the 2-disc version of Superman, so it was a good year for Superman. The Deluxe Edition of Dracula. Brilliant stuff. Let's go over here. So Michael Giacchino here. Star Trek Beyond, the deluxe edition. Star Trek Into Darkness, the deluxe edition. The original Star Trek, deluxe edition, well, the original of this new era. Star Trek Beyond and Star Trek, original versions. John Williams, Presumed Innocent. John Williams, The River. Love this score, 1941. La La Land did the expanded 2-disc version, which is also great. Midway, I think that's a re-recording. Yep, Royal Scottish National Orchestra again. The Fury, John Williams re-recording with the London Symphony Orchestra that he did at the same time I believe he was doing the Superman score. Family Plot, John Williams. Where are we? I should have planned this out slightly better. John Powell, X-Men The Last Stand, brilliant stuff. Paycheck, John Powell, love that score. There's the original version of it. Another great John Powell score, Night and Day. John Powell again, The Bourne Identity. Michael Kamen, Die Hard 2, the original version of it. Michael Kamen, Robert Kraft, Hudson Hawk. Alan Silvestri, The A-Team. Alan Silvestri, The Abyss, would love the expanded version or deluxe edition of that. 25th anniversary of Back to the Future 3, Alan Silvestri. The deluxe edition of Die Hard 2. The original version of Back to the Future 3, again bought in London in 1990, 32 years ago, unbelievable. Night at the Museum, Alan Silvestri. Bourne Legacy, James Newton Howard. It's alright, I love James Newton Howard, but I just find that a bit dull. Back to Michael Giacchino, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol. He did some great Mission Impossible scores. Love that score. Michael Giacchino again, Super 8, great film. Michael Giacchino, Mission Impossible 3. Last of the Mohicans, this is the re-recording with Joel McNeely and the Royal Scottish National Orchestra. Daniel didn't like that. I think it's okay. Love this score. Sixth Sense, James Newton Howard. James Newton Howard, Outbreak. I would love the expanded version of that. Alan Silvestri, G.I. Joe. Another batch here. Alan Silvestri, Volcano. Alan Silvestri, Predator 2. Missed out on the deluxe edition of that. Basil Polidoris, Hot Shots Part 2. One of my favourite Basil Polidoris scores, Starship Troopers, the deluxe edition. Basil Polidoris again, On Deadly Ground. Awful film, but good score. Basil Polidoris, Robocop 3. Need to get the expanded version of that. Basil Polidoris, Conan the Destroyer. I've got some other versions of this. Great re-recording by Tadlow Records. There's the original version of Starship Troopers. Howard Shore, The Fly. Love that score from 1986. More John Powell, How to Train Your Dragon. Love this score again. John Powell again, Evolution. Some great stuff here. North and South. This is the Highlights album by Bill Conti. I missed out on the Book 1 and Book 2 releases, but that'll do me. Now this is from 85, Bill Conti again with the London Symphony Orchestra. This was his re-recordings, two suites really, extended suites from North and South and The Right Stuff. Great stuff. And this took me ages to find, and I spent a pretty penny on it. Bill Conti's score for The Right Stuff. Well, it was supposed to be his soundtrack release, I think, when the film came out, but it didn't do that well, even though this score won an Oscar. Who figures? And then last but not least, the Jerry Goldsmith pack, his last recordings, which had the original version of Looney Tunes in it, Timeline, and the original version of Star Trek Nemesis. And finally, a lot of this is redundant now, but I just love this set. Jerry Goldsmith, 20th Century Fox. It's just a wonderful collector's item. 6 CDs and a little book. Great stuff in a nice little thing. I'll never get rid of that. I put something on Facebook in one of the groups about a year ago, and a load of people say, you know, it's all been replaced now, but I still love it. But yeah, I think that's all my Varèse CDs. Yeah, that's it. I'll probably do a video on Entrada and La La Land stuff. Probably not Quartet because I don't have enough of them yet. Yeah, until next time. Good day.